So the number one item, if you all have been keeping track of the numbers here, which I have not, but the number one item for you guys to do planning lesson plans and productivities would be Screencastify. If you haven't had the chance to use Screencastify, yes, some of the lessons are limited in Spanish, but what I found is if you are doing a Nearpod lesson and you don't have the translated option in Spanish, you now have the option through using any of the items that we have as apps and extensions to translate it yourself before you bring it into Nearpod. So there are items there. Or if the lesson itself happens to be and will remain inside the Google slide, the students can now use Snap and Read to translate it to Spanish if they need to. Screencastify is built into the Chrome browser now, so that if you wanted to go ahead and capture what was on that screen to make a video of it so it's easier for you to go ahead and share out that information to your students, you now are able to go ahead and do that. The free version will let you download the videos. So you may want to go ahead and use it on a Chromebook, but understand that it's going to be automatically saved to your Google Drive. If you're doing this on a laptop, most people will download it to the laptop, so that way you can use some type of editing software to trim or add in different content and such. So I'm going to show you on the Chromebook exactly what Screencastify looks like. So I'm going to switch back to this. So we would want to consider not only bringing Screencastify out for you to be able to capture what's on the screen to make it available for your students to watch at a later time, but you would probably want to have your students start to do the same practice. If they are going through a presentation, maybe they can use Screencastify ahead of time to tape themselves as they go through the presentation to watch at a later time to make corrections to if they need to. All right, so this is the Screencastify icon. I click on this. It will come up with a pop-up window. Okay, and then it will show me the options that I have here. And there's the settings. I am looking for a indicator that there will have to be a email account associated with this. Okay, so once I set everything up, I choose exactly what I wanted to essentially record, and then when I'm ready, I click on the record option. So it will count me in, and then it will record me. Notice that when I click on an item, it will show an area that indicates that it's clicked on. So these items can also be used for tutorials. So I have students who need to go through a certain process to get into a website, or a process to do a certain amount of steps that I want them to do. If I don't want to go through and have to repeat it over and over and over again, I may consider creating a video to go along with it first. And that way the student can go ahead and watch the video and then follow through with whatever they need to do. I would say that if you want to go with this practice, it may be that you yourself don't want to be the only one making these. What you could do is go ahead and give the students the opportunity to make their own, and then share those to the other students who happen to be in the class. So that way you're kind of compiling your own repository of video tutorials using yourself and also having your students contribute too. So if I'm finished with what I did, click on this, and then I choose the option to stop recording. I'm going to go to the desktop and then share this so you guys can see the end result. Okay, so this is the view on the Chromebook, and it shows the video that I just did using Screencastify. And there, notice that when I click on an item, okay, so I essentially captured whatever was on that screen. So once again, go through the process with your students. Have them have the responsibility to share within that learning by creating their own videos that now becomes part of what the class has. And I will want to make sure to follow up with you guys in case you had any questions on the additional items that are here in the presentation that we did not get an opportunity to get to. And those items are the resources that are here for you guys to take a look at, a classroom for you all to go ahead and join that has more information about Google Classroom and the other Google topics that we have, any extensions, additional ones that we did not get an opportunity to get to. But this information is here for you all in the presentation, along with an option for you to look up information about getting Google certified and such and so on. And once again, I appreciate for you to taking the time to come here on a Saturday, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. Awesome. Have a good rest of the day.